Disclaimer: this video is just for entertainment purpose, so if you are homophobic, kindly leave. This story has nothing to do with Idol's real life. This is all my imagination. So just Taehyung woke up as the sun streamed in through the window, casting the room in a golden light. He looked down at little figure who was snuggling into him, still sleeping peacefully in his arms. Taehyung's body became tensed as he remembered what happened yesterday. He remembered his wife's tears. He remembered everything. He carefully extracted himself from under Jungkook, making sure he don't wake up. Taehyung watched him sleep for a moment. Jungkook's face was peaceful and relaxed, so different from last night. Taehyung grabbed a pair of sweatpants and walked out of the room. His mind was racing. He needed to clear his head. He went to the gym downstairs and started working out. The physical exertions helping to calm his mind. Theo, what am I going to do with you, little one? He thought about his tears, his fear, his dependence on him. He thought about the way Jungkook looked at him like he was a monster. He thought about the way he felt when he held him like he was supposed to protect him. He finished his workout and took a shower, the hot water doing little to wash away his troubled thoughts. He knew he had to talk to his little one as he can't see fear in his eyes for himself. He wanted to apologize from his little wifey about last night. But what could he say? That he was sorry for scaring him? That he never meant to be a monster? This cruel mafia don't know how to apologize to someone as he never did it before. On the other side, Jungkook's POV. I woke up rubbing my eyes cutely, then I looked around and remembered that I was not in my home. Then all yesterday night memories come in my mind. When that scary man say he will not do anything, making me a little less scared from him. He's scary but handsome also. He blushed lightly at his words. I get up as I wanted to take bath, but I don't have any clothes. Make me bath. Then I remember yesterday he gave me bath, making my heart jump. I still feel embarrassed that he see me. I was thinking when door opened and that scary handsome man came inside looking handsome and as hell. Make me gulp. End of POV. Taehyung POV. I walks into the room with towel wrapped around my waist, droplets of water still clinging to my chest. I looks at my little wife, who was sitting up in bed, his hands folded in his lap, looking nervous. I cleared my throat to start conversation. End of POV. Taehyung. Morning. Sleep well, he says gruffly. Jungkook gulped hardly. Yes. Taehyung. Good, I'm glad. He takes a step closer to the bed. He was nervous. Yes, that devil was nervous for the first time in his life, and that thing was making him frustrated. Theo, I want you to apologize for last night, for scaring you. That was not my intent. He looks away, become flustered. Jungkook looked at him with disbelief. Did just this cruel mafia apologize to me? And what he saw make him shocked. Did this mafia blush? He looks cute while blushing. Taehyung looks back at Jungkook, his face returning to usual stern mask, but the blush is still visible on his cheeks. He clears his throat, looking uncomfortable. I didn't mean to hurt you or scare you. That's not. He runs a hand through his wet hair, looking frustrated. I'm not used to having to worry about someone else's feelings. But I swear, little one, I would never hurt you, not like that. He pauses, his face darkening. Jungkook looked at him, being amazed. He can never imagine that cruel mafia like him can talk softly with someone. Theon looks at Jungkook, seeing his amazed eyes. Is that so hard to believe? He asks softly. That I'm capable of gentleness, Jungkook. I just can't believe that you can be soft with someone, he said while stuttering badly. Theon eyes darken at his word. He takes a deep breath, trying to control his emotions. I'm not just a monster, you know. I have feelings too. I can be gentle. I can care. His voice was low and intense. He reaches out his hand, hovering near Jungkook's face. Jungkook widened his eyes, a little blush crept on his cheeks. He looks down, nervously playing with his fingers. Taehyung let his hand drop, his fingers gently curling under Jungkook's chin. He tilts his head up, forcing him to look at him. But understand this, I am still a mafia man. I am still dangerous. I am still capable of terrible things. Husky dark voice. Jungkook widened his cute doe eyes, getting scared from Taehyung's dark aura. Taehyung leans down, his face inches away from Jungkook's. But not to you, princess. Never to you. Do you understand? His voice was firm, commanding. His eyes searched for Jungkook's, looking for any sign of doubt. Answer me, Jungkook. Heart flutters listening the name, but he was scared also by Taehyung's dark voice. He nodded hurriedly, with fastened heartbeat. Taehyung stares at Jungkook for a moment longer than his face softened. He brushes his thumb over Jungkook's cheeks. His touch was gentle. Good boy, he murmurs. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's ear. Now let's give path to you. Jungkook breathed hitched. His face became red. Taehyung chuckled slowly at his reaction. His warm breath was touching his flawless neck. Don't worry, princess. I'm not going to drag you into the bath again unless you want me to. He pulls back slightly, a playful smirk tugging at his lips. Jungkook widened his eyes, feeling embarrassed. He shook his head negatively, with red pouty face. Taehyung grins, clearly enjoying his flustered state. But his grin fades as he looks at that rosy pouty lips. He reaches out, pulling Jungkook into his lap. He wraps his arm around him, pulling him back against his chest. Jungkook fastened heartbeat. What are you doing? Taehyung nuzzles his face into his neck, his arms tightening around Jungkook possessively. I'm just holding you, princess. You don't have to be afraid. I promise I won't do anything without your permission. He kisses Jungkook's neck gently, making him shivers. His hands played across his stomach. Jungkook stay there, feeling so many butterflies in his stomach. Taehyung chuckles, feeling Jungkook's nervousness. He rubs Jungkook's stomach soothingly. Princess, it's okay, just relax. He continue to hold him, his warmth enveloping him. His hand slides up, resting on his torso. Jungkook bited his lips, controlling his. Taehyung noticed Jungkook biting off his lip. He smirked against his neck. His hands slowly start to creep upward, his fingers slightly brushing over his swells through the thin fabric of his nightgown. He pulls back his hand just enough to look at his face, his eyes dark with growing desire. He leans into to kiss him but stops himself, closing his eyes. Can I kiss you, princess? He asked desperately as his control was breaking. Jungkook, eyes widened by his sudden request. I need some time, please. He became a little scared. Theo signed his shoulders, relaxing slightly. He wraps his arms back around Jungkook, holding him close. Okay, princess, I will give you time. But know that I am struggling here every second without being able to touch you. Soldier for me. He kisses the top of his head softly. Jungkook bited his lips and looks down, don't know what to say. Taehyung tilts his chin up, forcing him to look at him. It's okay, you don't have to say anything now, princess. Just know that I am serious about this, about giving you control, and it's killing me, but I will do it for you. I will do anything. He sets Jungkook back on the bed, standing up and walking over to the window. He stares out the window. His back was facing to Jungkook. His hands are clenched into fists at his sides. After a few minutes, he speaks without turning around. I am going to take a cold shower. Jungkook looked at Tai, being confused. But you take shower already, innocent doe eyes. Theon turns to look at him, a smile calm on his face. Not that kind of cold shower, princess. Trust me, I need it. You have you have done something to me, something that's driving me crazy. He turns back to the window, his voice muffled. Jungkook first didn't understand, but later he blushed, turning his face other side. Theon stays by the window for a few more minutes to take a grip on himself before finally heading towards the bathroom. He shuts the door behind him and turns on the cold water, stepping under the icy stream. He curses, shivering at the cold water hits his skin. This better help. After several minutes, he turns off the water and steps out, wrapping a towel around his torso. He leans against the counter, staring at his reflection in the mirror. Get a grip, he tells himself sternly. You're acting like a lovesick teenager. He signs and runs a hand through his wet hairs. He knows he needs to calm down, but it's hard when all he can think about is holding his princess, kissing him, being close to him. He walks out of the bathroom, not noticing Jungkook sitting on the same place. Princess Jungkook stands up looking at him. He looked down, feeling nervous under Tai's intense stare. I want to take bath, but I don't have any clothes, biting his lips nervously. Theon looks at him, taking in his nervous stance and the fact that Jungkook indeed not wearing any clothes other than that thin nightgown who he made him wear yesterday night. He swallows hard, his mind filled with inappropriate thoughts. Oh, okay, he gulps hard, turning away to grab his pair of shirt and pants. Here, wear this. Taehyung holds the clothes out to Jungkook, his gaze flicking over him. The way his nightgown clings to his perfect curves, he swallows hard, trying to push down his rising desire. Taehyung, let's just get you into the bath. Jungkook looked at him innocently. Taehyung steps forward, gently taking his arm and guiding him towards the bathroom. As he does, he notices how small and delicate Jungkook looked beside him, how his nightgown barely reaches his knees. He has to force himself to focus on the task at the end and not on the way his heart is racing. Once they reach in the bathroom, Tai turns on the bucket, letting the water warm up. He tests the temperature with his hand before nodding. It should be good now. He hesitates, his hand still on Jungkook's arm. Do you need help getting in? He asked nervously. Jungkook blushed. No, I will do it myself, playing with his fingers cutely. Theung nods, stepping back to give him some space, but he can't tear his eyes away from him. As he approached the bath, the way Jungkook's nightgown rides up, revealing a glimpse of his pale thighs. He bites his lips, fighting the urge to reach out and pull him into his arm. As Jungkook steps into the bath, the water laps gently against his skin, causing his nightgown to cling to his body even more. Theung follows hard, his eyes fixed on the sight in front of him. Under his breath running out of the bathroom, Theung leans against a wall, trying to calm his racing. But it's no use. The sound of the water and his prince's gentle movements are driving him crazy. He can't take it anymore. When his control breaks, he pushes off the wall and quickly enters the bathroom, closing the door behind him. Jungkook widened his eyes, looking Theung standing behind him. He was about to remove his nightgown, but again hold it tightly to hide himself. Theung approaches Jungkook slowly, his eyes locked onto Jungkook's. His eyes locked onto the Jungkook's. Drop the gown, princess, he orders gruffly. I want to see you. His voice is filled with desire, his eyes dark with need. Jungkook, his eyes pop out. What? But you said you will not do anything, right? He asked, gulping, as I was looking at him like a hungry beast. Taehyung stops in his tracks, his hand racing, reaching out to cup Jungkook's cheeks. His touch was surprisingly gentle. I hope what I know what I said, princess, and I mean it. I won't do anything you don't want me to. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself. I just, Jungkook, frustrated stare. You just what? Taehyung signs. Taehyung signs his thumb gently, stroking Jungkook's cheeks. I just want to look at you, to see how beautiful you are in the bath. It's driving me crazy not being able to. Can't I just look? He asked, his voice pleading. Please, Princess Jungkook. Red hue spread on his cheeks. He became shy and shocked by Ty's shameless demand. His heart beat fast and he don't know what to say. He just know that he was not feeling uncomfortable by Theon's presence, but just extremely shy. Theon notices the blush on his cheeks and the rapid beating of his heart. He smiled softly, his heart swelling with affection. See, you are not uncomfortable with me being here, and I promise I will just look. No touching, no kissing, just looking, princess. Jungkook looked at him in disbelief. How can this man ask this much shameless thing with straight face? He gulped. You are so shameless, Youngie. I can't do this. He stuttered badly. Theon, deep chuckles leaning in to whisper in his ear. Shameless? It's not like I didn't see you before, and you are going to lecture me about shamelessness, princess, when you are the one blushing and streaming because I want to look at you in the bath. He pulls back, his eyes gleaming with amusement. He grins, clearly enjoying Jungkook's becoming whole, fresh tomato. Theon, I'm waiting, princess, taking steps forward to Jungkook, making his breath hitched. He looks down, poor soul don't know what to do under Tiger's hungry stare. Jungkook biting his rosy lips harshly. I'm shy, Youngie, please. He holds the rope tightly like his life depends on this rope. Theon removed Jungkook's lips with his finger, later caressing them. Don't bite them that harshly, princess. You will end up making them bleed. Only I have right to do it. Husky voice. Jungkook, breathing heavily, his body trembled by Theon's merry touch. Youngie. Theon, when he saw it was too much to handle for his little innocent wifey, he thought to stop. All right. I guess I will just have to use my imagination. He leans against the wall, his eyes slowly roaming over his body, taking in every curve, every line. His gaze is so intense. He gently gives up to his skin. He licks his eyes, pausing on Jungkook's collarbones, the gentle slope of his shoulders, the tops of his fluffy swells. You are beautiful, princess, he says, his voice low. You are like a whole work of art, and right now you are my masterpiece. His gaze drops lower, taking in the way the water laps against his skin, the way it glistens on his body. His gaze is like a physical gaze, leaving a trail of heat wherever it goes. He leans forward, his voice dropping to a near whisper. Can I ask for one thing, princess? Jungkook gulped, looking at Tai's intense stares, but still he nodded, with his fastened heartbeat hesitantly. Theon smiled, his face lighting up. Can you unpin your hair? I want to see it spread out in the water. Please, princess, he asked, his voice soft and pleading. Jungkook, heart fluttered by his request, he blushes and nodded shyly. Theon's eyes shine with approval as Jungkook slowly raises his hand to his long, beautiful hairs. Theon watches intently as Jungkook unpins the neat bun, letting his hair cascade down his bare shoulders and into the water. It spreads out around him like a dark halo, the wet strands clinging to his skin. Taehyung whispered amazingly, beautiful. His gaze is reverent, almost worshipful. He is silent for a moment, just drinking Jungkook in. Then he asked, "Can I touch it, Princess?" Jungkook bowed and nodded shyly, giving Tai permission to touch his beautiful hairs. Taehyung steps closer, his hand reaching out to gently touch Jungkook's hair. He runs his finger through the wet strands, marveling at the softness. Like silk, he murmurs, his eyes locked onto Jungkook's. Jungkook closed his eyes with fastened heartbeat, seeing adoration and love-filled eyes of other one. Taehyung fingers continues to explore his hairs, tracing the curves of his scalp, sending shivers down his spine. His touch was gentle, almost reverent, as if he is worshipping Jungkook. He leans in closer, his breath whispering against Jungkook's ear, "You are so beautiful, princess, inside and outside." Jungkook hid his face in Taehyung's neck, holding his collar tightly, as now it was too much for him to handle. Taehyung deep chuckles. He pulls Jungkook more closer by his waist. "And you are so sweet, so kind. You deserve so much better than me." He pulls back and leans his forehead against Jungkook's. Both eyes were closed. "But I am selfish. I want to keep you. I want to make you happy, princess," he says, his voice filled with determination. "I want to protect you, to cherish you. I know I am not a good man. I know I have done terrible things, but with you, I want to be a better person." Jungkook breathes struck, his eyes become teary, hearing Tai's sincere words. He never felt this much love with anyone. In fact, no one was there to give him little love. But this made him feel many things, beautiful things, which he never felt before. A sob left from his mouth. Taehyung notices the tears in Jungkook's cute eyes. His heart breaks. He pulls him into his arms, holding him tightly against his chest. "Please don't cry, princess. I am sorry. I am so sorry for everything. For forcing you to marry me. But I just love you, okay? I love you so much." Jungkook gasped loudly. "You love me?" Teary eyes. Taehyung nods, his face buried in Jungkook's ears. "Yes, princess, I love you. I think I have loved you since the moment I saw you. And I promise I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you. If you will let me, please, princess, I can't think to live without you." Jungkook, controlling his sobs. "But am I not just a business deal for you?" Taehyung, wiping Jungkook's tears and pecking his red eyes. "At first, yes," he admits, his voice heavy. "But then I saw you. And it becomes so much more. I fell in love with you, princess. I want to make this marriage to be real. I want to be your husband, not just a name." Jungkook, real with teary eyes. Taehyung smiles gently, his thumbs wiping away his tears. "Really, princess, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life proving that to you. If you will let me." He pauses, his eyes searching for Jungkook's answer. "Will you, princess? Will you let me love you?" Teary, hopeful eyes. What will be Jungkook's answer? Let me know in comment section. And guys, I already write its third part. Do you guys want double update today or not? Let me know this also. To be continued.